Uh, Hi guys, Spoink here. Actually coming to give it the second recording because the first recording there was quite a bit of background noise, which I didn't want to have interrupt the quality of the video, which still is pretty crappy, but I'm gonna try my best. I'm actually recording in a better situation right now. I'm using my cheap headphones that I found that have a really good mic that doesn't work on Discord, or else I'd be recording this in call with a few of my other friends. Anyway, I'm bringing you my week 1 matchup against Cton Nation. I believe Cton Nation. Just Cton, anyway, and the Lehigh Valley Phantumps. Now, as you can see right here, here's a little, here's the dock, which actually shows my team right here. There's that Deerling being overpowered, and then his team over here. Now, when I started prepping for this team, I noticed a few gaping things, which are also very apparent in my team. First is speed tiers. His team really relies on webs, because he has a few base 100s, and his fastest mon is going to be Rabombi outside of Tracheon. And if Rabombi is a web setter, it's not going to do its job particularly well most of the time, as it won't live for long to be an offensive speed weapon. So I thought of this. I said my first one I built would be Clefairy Thought, carrying Moonblast, Flamethrower, Calm-Minded Moonlight. Now, for your information, it's also putting leftovers, but subject to change would be the move Moonlight to Soft-Boiled or Magic Guard to Underwear, depending on how I want to bring this Clefable. It might be I may replace Calm Mind with Stealth Rocks and just bring as a bulky Unaware Mon to take care of Mega Charizard and Celesteela if they're a set variant, or Terrakion, as neither of those mons really pose a threat to it if it's max defense, which it is. But that's subject to change, and if I do end up changing the set, I will tell you guys while I am recording my battle versus him, which will take place on Saturday. In case you didn't know, right now it is Thursday night, 7:35 p.m. in my time. Anyway, after that, my Sogor Earthworm game carrying Fighting Z, which was my first Zmon, and having the hydration ability because there's really no other ability it needs, carrying Toxic Spikes, Final Gambit, HP Rock, and Bug Buzz. It has Final Gambit and Fighting Z because Final Gambit is a fighting move, and with the Z power, it becomes 180 base power special fighting move, which is more powerful than Focus Blast, and will do a lot of damage to many things on his team, him having only, as I can count, 1 immunity and 2 resist. The rest are all neutral weakness, and the 2 resists are not the bulkiest. This mon's job is really just have Rotom over here come in as a lead, click Volt Switch, whatever he switches into, which hopefully will be either the Ferrothorn or the Celesteela, comes in. This clicks Fighting Z to hopefully kill it, and then whatever he switches into, it clicks Final Gambit and kills itself, but hopefully killing the Mon in return. As his Mons over here, a very few of his Mons can take a max HP, a Sogor or Final Gambit, because the Sogor has 80 base HP, which is quite a high amount for a Mon of its frailty. And I think only Celesteela and max HP, I think Terrakion and Mesprit can only take it. I may be wrong like I was last video, but I really hope I'm not. Anyway, after that, this Mon's really only purpose is that, and maybe get up a layer of Toxic Spikes if needed, if it has the time or opportunity to. I'm only running 248 HP IV, so it ends on an odd HP, so if it does come in on Stealth Rocks, it takes less damage than it normally would. This also has 176 special attack with a modest nature and 84 speed EVs to outspeed every single thing on his team. Now next is going to be my fun set for the week. This is Rhydon with EV Light and Lightning Rod. It's carrying Stone Edge, Fire Punch, Rock Polish, and Swords Dance. A dual dance Rhydon, which is adamant and has max attack and max speed. This mod's purpose is really just to kill, well, get late game, set up, and kill. Preferably when the Rotom is weakened down, but at +2, Rhydon can one-shot almost all Rotom variants except I think max AP, max defense, which I would not expect him to be running at this time. But really, looking at his team, he has no resist to combined stabs of rock and fire, except for Piloswine, which has a thick fat ability, and Terrakion because it's fighting rock, but that thing doesn't really made to live that many hits. This thing is just a late game sweeper or an early game come in and get a few kills. If it fails, I really won't be that mad with it because its purpose is really as a meme, just like Earthworm Jim over here, but that's really more of a serious meme. Next, we have Rotom-Mow, the Mower of Doom, carrying Leftovers, Levitate, Volt Switch, HP, Fire Relief, Storm, and Defog. This Mon's purpose is just to sit here, be a pivot. It'll be able to be switched into, it'll eat some hits, it'll be able to Volt Switch out, draw out many things which I can switch into any of my other Mons, and have a better type type advantage verse. Now, I'm not sure I want to keep HE Fire, even though it is able to deal with Ferrothorn if it's left in a 1v1 situation, because I think Thunderwave may be a bit more helpful on it, but if I do end up bringing Thunderwave on Clefable, I will not bring Thunderwave on Rotom. I will tell you if the video airs. This mon is sped crept, I think, to a min speed, or to speed creep on my Rotom. I hope. Next we have Bob. Big Bob the Dragonite carrying the Charity Berry, which is for rock types, in case he's carrying Rock EMZ Z-move on his Terrakion, or he's a Scarf variant. Also has multi-skill, so it takes very little from that Stone Edge. And Dragon Dance, Fire Punch, Outrage, and Earthquake. I'm running Outrage instead of Dragon Claw this week because the Ribombee I'm expecting to die early, and I think I will be able to freely Outrage at a late point in the game and deal massive damage to anything I want to. I'm not really that confident in Dragonite this week. I feel like if it does get set up, it'll be a great opportunity for it to get a few kills and show off that it's not the worst dragon for its tier. It being, I believe, 15 points, and I think that's more than most of the other dragons, and nobody grabbed it. I was able to grab it late round, I think 9th round, right before I took Mega Kangaskhan. But I want to show everyone that Dragonite is still a really good mon, and it's a really threatening, and I hope I can this week. Next we have Mew ROTC, Heron Leftovers and Synchronized, Thunderwave, Psychic, Flamethrower, and Roost. This Mew set, you can see the EVs, just like the Rotom, are all over the board. The Mew is set to Speed Creep, a min-speed Drapion, in case he goes really bulky. Mew isn't going to stay in on a Drapion, but it might be because it's a situation where I have no switch-ins, I need to sack something, and I can be able to Thunderwave it to bring it down, where something else will be able to set up on it, or outspeed it when they weren't to before. Mew carries this set because it really needs to Thunderwave a few major threats on his team, including the Celesteela and the Charizard, and the Terrakion if it's able to. Now, during a few mocks I did, this Mew was able to tank many hits very successfully. I think it took 33% from a Adamant Stone Edge. I'll correct you if I'm wrong later on, but this Mew is something I hope that I can use very well this week, because it's been my first official week using Mew in a league that I feel like it's going to be confident it's going to do very well as a wall. Anyway, that's going to cap off the video for now, and I hope that I will be able to see you again sometime soon with my week 1 matchup versus Cton. Anyway, Spoink out.